During the 14th minute of the third period, Rock Richard, who was skating past the blue line on a Montreal power play, was struck in the face by the stick of Hal Lako, resulting in a 4-stitch gash. Richard, quick to react, tried swinging to the head and shoulders of Lako. He was held back by the official. He managed to break free and strike Lako twice more on his face before breaking his stick over Lako's back. Richard was finally wrestled to the ground by linesman Cliff Thompson. Before Cliff Thompson could have full control, Richard managed to break free, gain his feet, and did the impossible. Richard had punched linesman Cliff Thompson directly in the face, leaving him unconscious. Receiving an automatic game misconduct, Richard left the arena in an array of boos from the spectators. Richard was oblivious of the catastrophe that he was about to begin.
On the cool brisk morning of March 16, 1955, Richard was placed in front of Hal Lako, the Montreal coach, the Montreal general manager, the Boston general manager, the referee-in-chief, and the National Hockey League's president, Clarence Campbell. While on trial for the abuse of an official, Richard testified to the striking of Cliff Thompson, stating that he was dazed from his high stick and confused the official with the Boston Bruin. After thorough investigation, President Clarence Campbell quoted, "It does not matter whether the action committed was of temperamental instability or rather the act of willful defiance. Richard would be suspended for the rest of the league's games, including the playoffs."
The following Canadian home game on the 17th of March 1955, all was settled until the appearance of NHL President Clarence Campbell. Outraged Canadian spectators began booing the president as he entered the building and hatefully pelting him with eggs, vegetables, and other debris. The rage increased in the building as the focus was not on the game anymore, but rather on the humiliation of the league's president. And suddenly, the impossible happened. At the end of the first period, a tear gas bomb was thrown from the top rafters and was set off not far from Clarence Campbell. The forum erupted in panic as 16,000 angered spectators were ordered to evacuate the building and bombarded the streets of downtown Montreal. President Clarence Campbell then announced that the game would end and would be forfeited to the Red Wings.
The streets of downtown Montreal were in danger. Multiple stores were looted and vehicles were set on fire. The riot had begun. The violent riot continued early into the morning, causing over $100,000 worth of damage. The riot ceased at 3 a.m., leaving the streets of St. Catharines, Montreal, completely destroyed. 12 officers were injured that night, along with 25 pedestrians. In total, 41 people had been arrested. Montreal's mayor, Jean Drapeau, blamed Campbell for the rioting, stating his presence in the forum started the whole melee. Campbell, unapologetic, stated that it is his duty of the league to suspend Richard for his violent acts.
This, however, was much more than a hockey riot. With increased tension between the English and the French, the riot was considered the first explosion of French-Canadian nationalism. It was the beginning of a social and political dynamic that shaped Canada. The riot gave Francophones a greater sense of empowerment and was considered by many the beginning of a French Revolution, which Quebecois began asserting greater control over their lives. The riot also expressed Quebecois' true feelings towards Anglophones and can be described as a coming of age for French Canadians.
Maurice Richard, one man who indirectly brought a province together by his actions on the ice. He carried the flag not just for the Canadiens, but also the entire population. That's heavy. Red Fisher, Montreal Gazette.